7 Signs it's time to break up. Breakups are never easy, but the moment you find that the relationship isn't working out anymore, it's best to cut your losses and walk away. Here's a list of valid reasons you should consider breaking up with your partner. 1. Because he cheated. The moment your guy decides to be unfaithful, that should be reason enough for you to end the relationship. While you may not be perfect, it still isn't reason enough for your guy, or you for that matter, to cheat. Besides, will you still be able to trust your significant other when you've found out that he's been making out with someone else? 2. You don't share the same values. Sustaining a relationship requires both you and your partner to share the same goals and values. A relationship rarely works out when you can't be on the same page about the most important things such as family and finances. 3. You don't like his family or vice versa. You've probably heard horror stories about problems with in-laws and how they have led to couples fighting and breaking up in the long run. While some of them may be exaggerated, not liking your partner's parents is a big issue, which may lead to conflict in the long run. If you want to save the relationship, try your best to be on good terms with your man's family. You don't have to pretend to be someone else. Just be yourself and they will eventually see why their son fell in love with you in the first place. 4. The spark isn't there anymore. If you wake up one morning and find yourself not in love with your guy anymore, consider that a red flag. Even couples in a long-term relationship make the effort to make sure they stay in love with each other every single day. If you feel that you're both drifting apart, and no one is making the effort to reduce the gap, it's time to say bye-bye. If you don't love your partner anymore, don't stay just for the sake of staying. Be honest with yourself and the guy you're with. You owe yourselves that much. 5. He hits you. Physical violence in a relationship is a big no-no. The moment your guy slaps you, walk out the door, stat. It doesn't matter if he apologizes for the incident, do not even consider taking him back. You do not deserve to be hit or thrown a vase at even if you are the one at fault during a fight. When your guy shows signs of becoming physically violent, leave immediately. 6. The sex isn't as great as before. Whether you want to admit it or not, good sex is important in keeping a relationship healthy and alive. If it's been a long time since you've done the deed or if your guy isn't even trying to make you happy in bed anymore, you need to talk about it or seek professional help. If that doesn't work, then perhaps it's time to think things through. 7. You fight a lot. Remember how rarely you and your man fought during the first few years of the relationship? Now, however, you can't seem to stop fighting like cats and dogs. Both of you find the smallest things to blow things out of proportion and then the fight ensues for days, sometimes even weeks. When the situation is like this every day, better break up immediately. You don't need the added baggage from the relationship.